Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cover the Spread for Wednesday, May 28th, 2025. Hey, if you're new to Cover the Spread, welcome aboard. We are glad to have you. Hey, make sure you subscribe. And hey, while you're subscribed, give us a thumbs up. Greatly appreciated. And also, if you want, flip that notification bell on. That way you get notified when these videos drop. And you can get that best of the number with us. And as we always do here, we get to the cappers, see how they're rolling along. And then we get to the three plays we got rolling today. We got a couple MLB. We got one playoff game rolling here in the NBA. So as we always do, we'll get to the cappers. Kick it on over to Ramon. How you doing here on this Wednesday, Ramon?
Hey, real good this week, Rod. Ready for another great day of picking winners here on Cover the Spread. We've got our basketball game tonight. We'll look at some baseball action here midweek. So let's do it here. Cover the Spread. Oh, that's at the end.
We can cover the spread at the beginning. What are we doing here? We're covering the spread. Yeah. That's allowed here at the beginning, too. How you doing here, Al?
Yeah, feeling pretty good. Starting off the week with a winner here on my Dodgers, so I guess that's feels like 2 wins and 1 for me. But yeah, looking to keep it rolling. Tuesday pending, and hopefully we keep it rolling through the week.
Hey, we can't be good. It's got to be good. We swept the board on the Monday in the NBA action I seen in the comments section. So that record's improving from what it was at the start of the playoffs, I'm sure. So getting better at the NBA. It was a nice 2-1 day to kick us off. So, hey, let's we got Tuesday pending as we're shooting Wednesday. So let's kick off Wednesday's action. We're looking at the Athletics taking on the Astros here on Wednesday. This is one I like here to kick us off. So I'll get to it. Athletics, they're rolling out Severino on the mound. You look at what Severino's been doing in his last 3 starts, not so good. I'm going to say his last start, he gave up 7 hits, gave up a couple earned runs, but then after he came out after those 6 innings, the bullpen didn't do so good. And the Angels got to the bullpen and rolled to a big giant lead and overtook the Athletics in that one. The time before that, he went same thing. He went 6 innings, pitched well, gave up 4 hits, no earned runs. But the time before that, against his old squad, the Yankees, he gave up 8 earned runs in that outing. And here in this one, you look what he did last time facing against the Astros. Hey, he went 7 innings, gave up 8 hits, 4 earned runs in that one. We ended up seeing an over. That was last year's matchup versus the Astros did Severino. So I kind of expect the same thing here. These Astro bats have seen Severino before. And we look at Lance McCullers on the bump here for the Astros, and you look what he's been doing. Hey, he's I'm going to say he's picked up his play over his last couple. Thanks in part to the Astros bats been heating up, giving him some run support. He's still averaging about those 4 innings, giving up 4, 5 hits in those last couple starts, giving up 2 runs, 2 earned runs. His last time out, still as always, though, if he gets himself in trouble with those walks and doesn't pitch out of those jams, man, he could be giving up a lot more runs than what he does, and I think that's what's going to happen here. You look at what the Athletics do against them. Hey, he's actually fared well as McCullers against the Athletics, but here in this matchup today, I think once you throw it to the bull, I think both starters give up a couple, and then once you throw it to the bullpen, I think all bets are off. Look at McCullers' starts over his last ones. We've seen 4 straight overs. I expect this over probably at 8, 8.5. I think we can get to 9 runs here on Wednesday's action. I'm going to take the over. Athletics and Astros here on Wednesday. Head on over to Al to get us started this one. What do you like here on this one? Athletics or Astros to get us started here on Wednesday?
Yeah, I definitely agree with the over here, but I'll look at a couple props for us. I'll look at Brent Rooker to get an RBI here. He's been hitting the ball well. Now, he's 0 for 3 against McCullers, but as you said, McCullers not pitching particularly well right now. And as I just mentioned, Rooker hitting the ball well. He's got a hit, at least hit in each of his last 4 games. He has a home run in 2 of those 4 games. And I think he gets us an RBI in this one. And on the other side, I'll go with Diaz to get a home run for not a home run, sorry, an RBI for the Astros here. He has 3 hits and 7 at bats against Severino with 2 home runs. So maybe it was a interesting slip there, and maybe the home run is the better option on Diaz here. But I'll stick with the RBI for my pick.
Bet both, just because it was a slip. So bet the RBI and the home run on that one, just that way you cover yourself. If he does hit a home run, you do get both.
Yeah, hate to let that one go. Huh?
Yeah, exactly. Right. Head on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one? Athletics or Astros here on Wednesday?
Yeah, I was hoping to target the return of Yordan Alvarez here, but maybe it could be another day. But still, the way the A's are going here right now with the pretty bad losing streak or losing string, if you will, coming into this series. They had lost 11 of their last 12 games and 5 straight on the road. So it looks like the Athletics, after a little bit of a nice story here to kind of get off to an okay start, are kind of who they are, who we thought they were, it feels like here at this point. So I like McCullers here on the comeback trail. It's certainly a nice story. Certainly got to see more from him here at this point to make sure the comeback is fully in effect, it feels like. And look, Severino was the guy who helped the A's at least paid for a pitcher to try to get them by here. But with the Astros starting to perk up, it feels like a little bit offensively here with Tucker and the gang. I'm going to go ahead and lay the run line here in this one against the A's here at home. Like I said, A's just running into a little bit of a brick wall, it feels like at this point. So I'll lay 1.5 here with the Astros at home in a division game against the A's. Houston 16-12 as a run line favorite this season. Houston's also won 15 of the last 20 games against the A's at home. So I'll take the run line with the Astros.
Hey, that wraps up the first game we looked at here in the MLB. Let's head on over to game number 2, where we got the Reds taking on the Royals. This is Ramon's game, so he's going to get us started here in this one. Reds or Royals here on Wednesday, Ramon.
Yeah, Reds did take the opener from this series on the road here, 7-4 on Memorial Day. But here on Wednesday, I'm going to look to Noah Cameron, a good-looking young starter here. Look, he's up against a pretty formidable opponent in Hunter Green, no doubt about it. But I think Cameron, this promising debut that we've seen so far from the left-hander, just what the Royals need here at this point. Look, I don't think the Reds are all that solid here on the road right now. Now, they have proven to be pretty good against Kansas City in Kansas City, but it's been a kind of a road-dominated series. But so far with Cameron trucking out there, a couple of outings looking pretty good. Kansas City is 17-10 at home right now, so good on the Reds winning that first game. But I'm going to come in here with Cameron, the left-hander, a top 5 prospect in this organization, looked pretty good in the minors last year with stints in AA and AAA, throws about 93 with a pretty good mix of pitches. So I like Cameron. I think what we've seen from him, we've heard some of our cohorts touting him as well. So I'm going to take the Royals here to beat the Reds on Wednesday behind the rookie Cameron.
Heading on over to Al. What do you like here in this one, Al? The Reds or the Royals on Wednesday?
Yeah, very impressive what Cameron's done so far, but also you gotta love what Green's been doing for a long time now for the Reds, and I think he keeps them in this game at least early. So I'll look at the Reds in the first 5, and also like this game to stay lower scoring. So probably looking at first 5 under, and maybe even stronger play. The total would be on the full game under here, with neither of these teams having particularly strong offenses. And again, I think the pitching is going to just be a little better than the offense in this matchup. So I like the Reds early, and then leaning under on the full game.
And for me here in this matchup here, Reds, Royals, yeah, I think Noah Cameron's been lights out to start his career. 3 starts, so bumping him up to a little sooner start. So we'll see how he reacts here in this one. They've handled him with kids' gloves, as they say. These Royals they're not. They want him to pitch and they want him to go, but they don't want to rush him too much and burn out his arm like we've seen some of these youngsters. They just huck him in there and throw him to the Bulls and be like, "Here you go, 5 days rest. That's it. You're ready to go. Get in there and work." Right? No, Kansas City actually is taking the time to develop Noah here, and I like what I'm seeing when they have. He was pitching a no-hitter, and they pulled him out in that game. He reached his pitch count, and they were like, no-hitter or not, they reached your pitch count, out you go. So he's been lights out. And I give it to Hunter Green on the other side. Hey, he's pitched not too bad his last couple starts. He has had some blips this season. And look against the Royals. He got whooped. He went 3 innings and gave up 6 hits, 5 earned runs. But since then, his following outing after that one, hey, the Reds got a win against the Rockies, gave him some run support, but he did give up 7 hits in that one. But his last couple, he's improved against the Nationals. Went 6 innings, gave up 2 hits. And last time out against Atlanta, went 3 innings, gave up no earned runs in that, couple hits. I expect the pitchers do. The Royals, how much have they seen of Hunter Green? Not a whole lot, if had any at all. So I think Hunter Green can go deep. I think he got a nice little pitcher's duel early, and I think that equates into one of these lower scoring battles. And kind of 1st to 4 type game wins this one. I'll take the under full game here in this one on Wednesday. Hey, that wraps up the baseball action. Let's head on to the NBA playoffs. Hey, we got the Timberwolves trying to stay alive here in OKC. This is Al's game. He's going to get us started here in this one, OKC or the Timberwolves on Wednesday.
Yeah, disappointing loss. I mean, it's going to be hard to say that they stay alive here in Oklahoma City, where the Thunder have been great all year long. After, they lost that game 3 at home. Game 4 at home, and put themselves in a tough spot here. Of course, they're again 8 points. I'm not necessarily lay the 8.5 points with the Thunder here, but I think both offenses, we've seen them get going here and get over this number in 3 of these 4 games. I think we get more offense in this one. Again, Thunder, they showed up. They got their offense going in the last one on the road. I think they keep rolling here at home. We saw the Timberwolves struggle a little bit in Oklahoma City, but I think their offense is starting to play a little better here in these matchups. So I think we see plenty of offense, enough offense from both these teams to get us over this number. If you don't fully trust the Timberwolves here on the road, you could look at the Thunder team total over, but I think my stronger play is just on the full game to go over. I see the team total for the Thunder at 114.5. Right now, the total for the full game is at 220.5. Could make a case for either one, but I'll make my play on the full game 220 over to 220.5.
Heading on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one, Ramon? OKC or Minnesota?
Yeah, the worry for me for Minnesota, right? They always say the reserves play better. Your backups or your second tier players, if you will, play better at home. They were the best players on the team for Minnesota in that game, right? Where were the stars with Ant Edwards just 5 buckets made, right? And Randall another no-show. Well, at least they've got Nick Alexander, right? Have these guys kind of stepping up. The reserves are the ones that came through for Minnesota to, stay in that game. Remember, they got the money because of the great play of those, second tier players. The stars didn't show up. So what's going to happen when they go on the road? I think what Al said, look out, man. OKC could put up a huge number here, and that may be difficult for Minnesota to keep up. I've got OKC to rock here and close it out right now. You can't have your star players being subpar and, the reserves stepping up like they did. So I've got to take OKC to win this one by double digits, close this series out, and prove who they are here right now. Best team in the West, ready to head to the finals on a little bit of rest probably as well. I'm going to take OKC and lay these 8.5 points here against the Timberwolves on Wednesday night.
And for me here in this matchup, I'm going to go to that first half. Like we've seen in OKC, that first game in game 1, OKC did not cover the first half. They came out slow and barely scored to their average in that first half. You look what they've done at home all season long. They're averaging over 60 points a game in that first half. And that game 1, they did not. In game 2, they definitely picked it up and they scored 58 points in that game 2 and easily covered the spread. I'm seeing 5s here in this first half in most places. I'll lay the 5 here with OKC. Again, it's one of these spots where after they play a road game, they come back home, and in that first half this season, 33 and 12 ATS in that first half. And in those first halves, that's an average line when they come back home is about 6 is that first half line. And most of the time they're covering by double digits, having a 10-point lead. And like we've seen in that last game, they did have a lead heading into the locker room. And that was in Minnesota with an 8-point lead heading to the break. I think OKC has another lead heading to the break here. I'll lay the 5.5 in that first half. Hey, that wraps up the action here on Wednesdays. Cover the spread. And as always, hey, let us know in the comment section below what do you think about these 3 games we covered for you here today. And as always, we'll do a quick little recap for you on the 3 games we did cover. First game we looked at, we got the Athletics heading into Houston, taking on the Astros. I think we see some fireworks from both teams in this one. The bats get hot, and we take the over in that one. And then we got Ramon's game, and he's looking at Kansas City taking on the Reds here, and he thinks that the new ace, kind of young, bright, shining star that's I think he's going to be around with Kansas City for a while. Take the Royals. Gets the job done against the Reds. And then Al says take the over here, OKC in Minnesota. Track meet. Plenty of offense being scored in this closeout game. Take the over, OKC and Minnesota. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Let's have a wonderful hump day, as they say. And as always, what are we doing here? We are covering the spread.